Okay, so this is a transition video. Oh man. Wow. So the last 2 weeks has been like technical computer Pro Tools weirdness, and I stuck it out and I stayed calm and I got through it. So I get the name of this video is going to be like, I don't know what it is, but basically about 2 weeks ago or so, I was mixing, and I think I talked about this in another video, but Pro Tools HDX only gives you like, I don't know, 256 tracks at 44, so at 88 you get, I think, 128 tracks. Needless to say, I found out that I could go to 2021 and it runs hybrid. It runs with the computer, and then you end up with 2,048 tracks at any sample rate. And I thought, I didn't even realize, I didn't even know it existed. That's how sometimes I'm not hip, because when I originally got this a year ago and they went to that 2021, I was on Catalina, and they said don't go to, it wouldn't work with Catalina at the time, whatever. So I did the whole thing. I went from 2020, Pro Tools 2020, to the brand new Pro Tools 2021.10, and I went Big Sur all the way to whatever, 11.6.1, the final update of Big Sur, which was about 3 weeks ago. And now they're on to Monterey, but we're staying here. But anyway, it was just, I wouldn't even say everything that could go wrong went wrong, because it didn't. It just, there were some issues, and I'll tell you, the ones that came up this week were the drivers in 2021.10 have issues. The new Pro Tools update drivers we ended up doing, and this took a long time. We lost sync with the HDX card. I mean, we were dead. This took about 5 hours just to figure this out. We ended up uninstalling everything, installing the HD drivers for 2021.7, and then going in and installing 2021.10 or .7.10, whatever, but not installing the drivers. And then, anyway, so then the next thing that was also happening was, the term is auto mute. The computer was auto muting, meaning you turn it on and then you would see this thing here, but it would be muted. And then if you went like this to give it volume, it would just go back to mute. Well, that's a big bummer, especially in a studio, because that didn't really affect Pro Tools, but it affected iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, listening to client music, like anything streaming. So that has been the last 4 days. Today I got on tech support with Apple, their phone support, and through Apple Care they actually log right into your computer. What is that? Go Avid sync account. Okay. Because it's nighttime now. The thing is, so anyway, the dude found out what it was, and I'll tell you, Apple support is absolutely second to none. This guy, he was a pit bull. He was like, I'm not going to get on until we know we've got you up and running. And like, he let me restart this thing like 5 times. I mean, and what it was, I have a Blue Yeti, which I'm using right now, which is what I use for these screen captures. It's a microphone. Well, it also has like a converter in it because you can use it like you could send it out to like speakers or headphones or whatever. It's got some sort of a converter in it. So it shows up in system preferences in your sound. There's the Yeti. That was the problem. That was the problem. And we went through, and the reason it's okay now is because I just plugged it in. I didn't. It's not. It wasn't. It wasn't plugged in when I started the computer. I waited until I was ready to do the video, plugged it in, then I'll unplug it, shut down, and. But that was the problem. Somehow, even though I've had this Blue Yeti for a year, maybe 2 years, and it was fine on Catalina, for whatever reason, Big Sur just didn't like it. And it was a journey because this is a known fact. This is a not known fact. This is a known issue. There's some threads about it. It's not common. Like when I first called Apple, the lady was like, "Whoa, I've never heard that one." You know, it's not huge. So, and the guy didn't know anything about it, and he was, they call it tier 2 tech. Like he's a good Apple dude, right? And he had never heard of it, but he researched it and found some information on it. And people were saying do the PRAM start, where you start with Option, Command, P and R held down, and I think it just blows out whatever RAM would be jammed in there. The other one is that CSM or CMC or whatever, where you unplug the computer. I did all that. The other thing was somebody had said they thought that it could be the keyboard. Now I'm using this wireless Bluetooth, which I love this thing. I'm learning how to be more gentle, not be so slammy, but because they said that it could be that the key is kind of stuck and it keeps pulling it back. So, but I have a bunch of old plug-in Mac keyboards and it was doing the same thing, so it wasn't that. Trashing prefs, that didn't fix it. I mean, you name it. So, we're good now. And we are fully set up I'm fully integrated into beat making mode, because I've got all these pop records. I have the Complete Control S61 here, and I got the Machina Mark III, full on native instruments, integration. Everything is working. Everything is working. I have learned so much. And you know, that's the thing with these types of situations, when things get real funky and real weird. I don't know, man. Like, it's good. I mean, I think that I don't know. I can't imagine progressing without some of that, right? I mean, being a mixer, like, how do you get, a part of getting better at mixing is, trying to make people happy and trying to figure out all this stuff. And in the middle of it, all of a sudden you have, computers get weird, or software gets weird, or your clients are weird, or you're weird, or, the kids, there's just stuff going on, right? Oh, whoa. Oh, Complete Control's off. Okay, my bad. It's in the Huey protocol. It's not a big thing. That was the other thing. I shut the controllers off when I shut off, so I booted up with no keyboards on, trying to simplify it. The other thing too, I sold my S1. That was the Pro Tools fader thing. I ended up just getting a PreSonus fader port, just a single fader. That's all I need. But that thing ran off of some sort of weird satellite hub like Cat5, which was all kind of integrated with the computer. Well, I pulled it all today, and I had like an old USB that was running to my old Symphonies that was no longer, and I blew all that out. So it's so beautiful. It's running. It's just so fast. Let me make sure peripherals are where am I at? Yeah, there it goes. Okay, so cool. So it's seeing. All right. Yeah, it's just incredible, man. Like it's so incredible that it's no longer running like off the HDX cards. The HDX card is being used, I guess, for tracking and for certain things, or if I use DSP plugins. But for the most part, it's running off the computer. Which this is a iMac i9, 64 gigs of RAM. This thing is ripping. So I'm learning. I'm really learning. Yeah, there you go. I was messing with Absinthe. So let's see. Do I have sound? Yeah, I've been just kind of messing with there's Machina. So, and I want to shout out my buddy Samuel Knack. It looks like Knack, Knaak. I don't know what kind of nationality that is, but he really helped me. The other day, I don't know, I was having some issues with all this stuff, and I posted up on Make Pop Music, the Facebook group, and he hit me up, and we're kind of friendly. I still moderate Gear Sluts. I've been moderating Gear Sluts for probably 16, 17 years, maybe more. It was like 2003 when I started. Like 19 years. So I know almost all these cats, but he talked about workflow and how he uses Native Instruments and Machina, and it was just very interesting. I don't know, it inspired me, and he was kind of talking my language. It seems like he makes music in a similar way that I do. So it really inspired me, and I've been really working on. I don't want to get into Machina and all that. It's really fun though, but just everything sounds really cool, But anyway, but it's working, and it sounds gorgeous. And I was able to. I know you guys can't see it, but I have this amp rack here, and I was able to take the shelves and move everything up about 2 inches on the bottom, which gives me about 3 feet off the ground. There's an opening, and I have an old amp stand, like an old for combos, and on it I have my pedal board. So all my pedals are right at arm's distance, at an angle. All my Strymons and my overdrives and my guitar synths and octavers and whatever, compressors, EQs. But now the way it's set up, I slide it back. I'm going to shoot a little video here and I'll cut it in, okay? I'll show you what I mean. So here you go. So I'll two-pop it. Hey, okay. So, so now this goes all the way back in there. So now if I come over here, I can literally just go straight up to Machina and get my boom bap on. And then I've got this here. And that is the rig, man. And, I've still got all the guitars and, I've got... And this thing slightly I've got it on a little stand. An old stand that I had from when I had Machina before. It slightly covers over the Kemper, but I don't use either one of those there. I use the software, so all I do is just turn them on. That's it. They don't matter. So anyway, there it is. So I'll back up so you can kind of get a sense of the whole thing. It's very cool. But see, now I have some room. That's kind of that's the commodity here that's the hot commodity is some space because it's small. But, this whole place is 400 square feet. And I'm telling you, we have made it work. And the little Taco Bell, and Dad gave me that like forever ago. And then I have like a full bathroom in here. So, and of course the old couch that usually has the dog dwelling on it. But there it is. So, but this is so beautiful now with this. I lifted this and this up, and if anybody knows about these things are a pain in the butt, and I got so inspired I lifted it on my own. I didn't even have anybody helping me, which it's not easy, getting these things up and the little schmagegi up. But now, so now I can pull it out. I can get my, my guitar on, and then I can go like this, and then I can come right up here, and I can get my accurate beats on. So, and that was the culprit. But see, it's fine now. What I'll do is unplug it before I shut down the computer, and then I'll only plug it in when I'm making these screen capture videos. But that's it. Anyway, so all right, I'll shut this off. So we're back. How am I going to get that to myself now? I can't email that. Ugh, this is such a pain in the butt. Oh, wait, I bet I can maybe do Airdrop. Airdrop is a little bit intermittent here. Let me try. Let me go here. Let me see if I can. Okay, so I'm on Wi-Fi here. I'm trying to get with it. It's not the easiest thing, man. It's not easy being cheesy. All right, so now if I'm on the same Wi-Fi, right? And then I come here to Airdrop. Oh, okay, this shows that. So now if I come to this, and I open this, and now I go Airdrop, and I airdrop it to the device of James's iMac. Oh, there it is. It is coming in. Look at that. Okay. It's just getting it has to be on the same interwebs. That's the shtick with it. And then I think it comes into there it is. So I'll pull this right into the video. So, so here you go. Beautiful. Look at that video, man. That's sharp. Okay. All right, kids. So now the other day I put out a video about, it was kind of like this idea of I'm just going to make a beat from scratch, because I've been watching these guys that make these beats from scratch, and it's really inspiring, like guys like Accurate Beats. I love that guy. There's a few of them. Some of them set up a timer like 14 minutes and they just but for me it was like I was figuring out things on Omnis. I mean, it was kind of a learning experience too, and it actually came out nice, but it was an hour and a half. I mean, it was like it had guitar in it and it had a bunch of stuff. It wasn't just me on an MPC. I mean, obviously that would be faster, but it was a long video, and I put it up and I was like, this is not going to be, this isn't the direction. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start, man. I'm just going to start putting them out again every day or two. And it's going to be breaking down one aspect of whatever it is I'm working on. A lot of it's going to be programming stuff right now and learning the software and, Serum and, editing and programming drums and all this Machina and Native Instruments. And it'll be a few weeks of that. But then once I get through it all and I've got a good handle on it, and I'm doing pretty good now, but I got to get, and then it'll be fun. And then I'll do those things. I'll set up a timer and, just, see if I can make something in 17 minutes or something, that for fun. That's not really me. I work really fast, but I don't, that style of, that just doesn't really interest me. So maybe I won't do it because it's not my thing. Did I just pose a question and answer myself? Maybe. What my dad would say. You sound like a politician. Anyway, there you have it. So, Yeah, videos are coming. I think what I'm going to start with is I'm going to run through the sounds in Native Instruments. I have 13 Ultimate. I was actually messing. I made a little drum beat, like a little 4-bar loop, and I went through all of the Is it on complete? No, I wasn't on complete. I was on. I think I was just. No, I was on complete. Right, I went here. Where am I? See, you can't just like do this to me. You can't just. You can't just. I don't have the kind of chops to just go, brrr, but I will. I think it was through complete control, wasn't it? Oh, it was here. Was it here? Browser. Why am I? Oh yeah. So I just put a little something, and then I'm learning how to like run through them here with the keyboard. But I just went through all of the basic. I went through these first drums. I had it set for drums and percussion. So it was all these, modern drummer, and it even had like strikes, Cuba, Damage, Drum Lab, Batter, India, West Africa. Some of them are kind of funky. India was very cool. Cuba was like the bomb. I was having fun a little bit. Drum Lab I didn't get, but anyway, that's what we're going to do. So that's what I think is going to be kind of the next. And I've got a stand so I can set my phone up. And I've also got like a little, I got a little camcorder on a stand. That's what I'll do. I can put the camcorder here and then just shoot, the keyboard and the this and the that and the other thing. Yeah, so here I'll play one. I'll get one thing going on here. No, I don't want drums, percussion. I want all. Let's see. What do we want to do here? Ooh, George Duke, right? What's up? Oh, it's like samples. So there's nothing. It's just like. Right, so it's like 8 notes. Oh, I see. It's each one of those chops. Right, so I could do that on Machina too. So let's get a little, let's shut this off. Right. So let's get some stuff. 1 second. This is the end of the video. I gotta go to bed. Anyway, who knows, right? We'll figure it out, though. We can go back to browse. We can come down here and go to, here's Jupiter. Here's that India. Woo! See, the keys light up. I think it's like the available. And you can change the scale. You can do an arpeggio. Look at this. See if I can do it. All right, sorry about that. All right, anyway, that's it. But this is what we're going to be doing here for the rest of the year, is getting this together, because I have to be no more good. Good's not where we're going. We're going to achieve total awesomosity. Whoa! That's it, kids. Like and subscribe.